Hey guys, I wanted to share with you a few tips on how to package up your Rae Dunn if you're shipping it, if you've sold it on Poshmark, Mercari, whatever the other ones are, eBay, if anybody does eBay anymore. What's the other one? Yeah, I can't think of. But if you've sold your Rae Dunn, how do you get it to the buyer successfully, safely, all in one piece? So I just wanted to share with you a few tips. A formula that's been working really well for me lately, and I think that definitely starts with the large cushion bubble wrap. Now, this 50 square foot roll has been at my Walmart for $9.83, I believe, or $9.93, which at first I felt like that was like priced incorrectly because I felt like it was a little bit more expensive there. But this stuff works wonders. Everything has been getting to the buyer successfully over the past few weeks. 5-star ratings. So start with a large cushion bubble wrap. Don't use the other stuff, the really thin, small bubbles. Don't bother with that. So start with this. Then also, if you go to Walmart, grab up your boxes because the boxes at Walmart are so affordable. This size box is 12. Let's see, it's 12 by 10 by 8, and it was 74 cents. This is a really good size for like one or two pieces if you're selling on Poshmark, because again, you want to put enough cushion in there for it to get there safely. You don't want a huge box. There is another one at Walmart that's like 15 inches. But you got to keep in mind the Poshmark shipping, the shipping labels that you're printing, they are only for 5-pound packages. So you don't want a huge box to start with. I think this one that is going to be perfect for the Teapot if I don't go too crazy on the bubble wrap. Packing paper, you definitely need this to stuff. I like to stuff this inside the mugs, inside the teapot. I'll stuff it just to kind of give it more of more sturdiness, I guess. Like, I don't know if it really helps or not, but at least you're not, if it does get bumped, at least it's sturdier than just sending it hollow. I don't know. That's how I've received stuff in the past, so I think that's kind of where that started. Get your shipping tape. This was like $3.97 or $3.47, something like that. Basically, for the tape, the box, I bought 3 boxes, the tape, the bubble wrap, and this paper. This 50 sheets is $4.97. I spent $23.51 at Walmart today just getting that, which you kind of have, are you trying to make a profit or not? You kind of have to figure out. For me, it's just to reduce the amount of Rae Dunn in my home. And I, the prices are really, really cheap. You can check out my Poshmark. It's Red the Cyber Nerd also. I think there's like a mug still up there and a couple candles. But whenever I feel like I need to declutter, I put it all in Poshmark. I put it for really great prices, and it sells fast. So it's kind of a chore to kind of always be going back to Walmart to get more paper and bubble wrap, but it goes fast. And then another tip is just whatever packing materials come in packages that you may be buying, just stick those to the side, especially like this. This is like some really huge cushion that came for like a really small item. So I think I'll try and incorporate that in this package too, because you're saving money if you're recycling materials that are coming to your home already because you've been buying more stuff on the internet. You know how it is. All right, so let's get started. We're going to get our box taped on the bottom so we can see the space we're working with, get some packing paper inside the teapot, and start to wrap it in the bubble wrap. Okay, box is taped on the bottom, and you see I've just kind of reused that bubble wrap that I just took out of a package that I received from Macy's, and I'm just going to kind of give it like a cushion on the bottom and then up on the sides. So again, I know it's kind of pricey to get, like I said, I spent $23 just getting packing supplies, but you got to kind of weigh out if you skimp on the packing supplies and the Rae Dunn gets to the buyer broken, you're not going to get the profit anyhow. So it's kind of better just to go ahead and invest up front. Again, try to recycle as much as you can, but it's worth it to get the 5-star ratings on when the buyer receives the package and everything's in one piece, because you're not going to trying to skimp and save on packing material. You're not going to get the profit in the long run if the item arrives to the buyer broke. So let's go ahead and get started stuffing the teapot. Also, never if there's a lid, a cup topper. I made the mistake of selling a cup, a Rae Dunn mug that had the mug topper, and I left it together how I bought it. You know how it has like the piece of plastic wrapped around it to hold it together? I made the mistake of shipping it like that. I should have separated it because it did not arrive unbroken. So definitely take the lid off the teapot. You're going to wrap that separate. So let's get stuffing this with some packing sheets. Okay, so I went ahead and stuffed that. And again, it's the concept of, it's obviously harder to get through a brick wall than it would be to get through a wall that was maybe just one piece of sheetrock or drywall. So you're just kind of making it just heftier and sturdier in case it does get bumped in shipping. This I'm not going to worry about other than just some bubble wrap. I kind of just put everything in the center and start rolling. I probably used way too much bubble wrap, but again, you wanted to get to the buyer in one piece because you're not doing yourself a favor or them by going through the trouble of shipping something and it arrives broken. And I know there's things beyond our control, especially during the holidays. It was really rough when the post office was getting overwhelmed. And people were, just trying to get stuff from A to B and maybe didn't take the best care. But err on the side of caution and use too much bubble wrap. All right, let's get going. Okay, so you can see it looks like an overstuffed burrito. But what I did was I tried to start pushing the bubble wrap down into the opening of the teapot lid, then just rolled it up a few times. What I try to do is get it to the point where I can't feel like if there's the mug handle, or in this case the lid, the top of the lid, just so you can't feel it through the bubble wrap. And then I just put one piece of tape there in the center and then tape it up on either side, kind of like a burrito. This has been working for me. I'll do it with the mugs, and then I can kind of stack the mugs like this inside the box. So let's get to the teapot. Now you see with the teapot, I'm kind of starting lengthways because obviously the width of the bubble wrap was like shorter or just met the width of the teapot if I went the other way. So I'm going to do it lengthways, and again just kind of wrap until the end points, like the spout and the handle, till I can't really like feel them, like if they were hit inside the box that you'd be hitting a bubble and not necessarily the pot. And then I probably will go like the opposite direction. So let's see how far we get with this. Okay, so that's a few times I went around. I think 1, 2, 3 times I went around. I feel like there's enough of a cushion here where the handle is and where the spout is. And we want to keep in mind too that I've already put this layer of bubbles in the box, so I want to make sure everything's going to fit successfully. So I think I'm going to stop at 3, tape it up, and see if I want to do one going over, wrapping over in the opposite direction. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that because I can't feel the spout, I can't feel the handle, and I believe there's going to be enough cushion on either top and bottom, because again I'm putting it in the box where I've already got some bubble wrap. So let's go ahead and see how it fits. Okay, now this part is kind of like playing Tetris, if you ever played Tetris, if you're old enough to know what Tetris is. So now I'm going to figure out how I'm going to fit the lid in there too, so I might just move this around. Right now I have it sitting on this base on the bottom, so I might flip it the opposite direction. I might see, hey, is the extra bubble wrap too much? So just start playing Tetris. Okay, so I kind of had to angle it up a little. I think it's going to be okay. I tried to like close the box down and kind of figure, okay, if it did get impact, would the handle break off. You know, maybe I go overboard. I don't know. It's always kind of like a hope and a prayer when you put it in the mailbox and hope the buyer gets it in one piece. I turn the lid in on the side here. And I always like to either put like the handle of the mug, or if there's like the handle to the lid, kind of put that facing in. I don't know if that makes any difference or not. I'm going to stuff some packing paper down right in there and maybe a little up here. And I think this is going to be good. Okay, let's go ahead and tape it up. I added this packing paper. Let's get this box taped up and get the shipping label on it. There you go, guys. Box is taped up. Sometimes I feel like I might put too much tape on, but you know, you never have too much tape. I like to just go around once or twice. We'll get the label printed, cut out, taped on, and drop it off. A lot of times I will put these in the post office. You know how it has the, instead of having to actually go to a person and drop it off, I just like to use those bins that they have, those, you know, with the big handle, it's a big door. That's really descriptive. But you know, going inside, most of these boxes, even the 15-inch box from Walmart will fit in that bin, the self-service bin, where you just pull that door down and drop it in, kind of like a big bank teller situation. The 15-inch box will fit. Sometimes the 15-inch box might be the last thing you get in there because you can't open the door back up. That has happened to me. But yeah, these will fit perfectly. So I'm just go ahead and get the label on it, drop it off at the post office today. I hope this information helped, guys. Again, I know it depends, how much profit are you trying to make? I'm just trying to price this to get it out of my home and clear up more space here. But again, the key is large cushion bubble wrap. Pick up the shipping paper, the packaging paper. Some of this stuff you can get possibly cheaper buying it in bulk on Amazon. I have done that before. The air bubbles, keep all the air bubbles out of your packages and recycle them. Just keep a box somewhere in a closet where you can kind of put packaging material that you can recycle. And buy the bigger thing of tape. Maybe it's cheaper. I guess it probably is, but this is all I needed for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped.